What is happening with Shining Fates 1 week later? Right here on this channel, we spoke about the value of a Shining Fates Elite Trainer box, what you can expect inside it, and also about the value of some of the cards that we opened. Fast forward 7 days, 1 full week, and here we are again. Today we're going to be talking a lot more detail about each of the cards that we pulled last week, and also how their values have changed over the course of 7 days. Some of the changes have been pretty dramatic, and in my eyes this potentially is only the start. So let's have a little look. As always with this series of videos, the purpose behind it is to arm you with as much information as possible so that you can make the best purchase possible for yourself. A lot of these things are going for well above the standard MSRP or retail price, and as you're about to see at standard retail price, even then you're going to struggle to make your money back. If you haven't seen last week's video, I urge you to pause this one, go watch that one, then come back to this one. Spoilers lie ahead, and we will also be talking about some stuff that is mentioned last week. First point I want to make is that a lot of cards are going to peak in value on release day. The day the set comes out, the supply is low, there's not many available on the market, and the demand is pretty high. Everyone wants to finish their collection early, everyone wants all the cards early, they're willing to pay a higher price. We established last week that the value of the Elite Trainer box we opened here on the channel was around £6 to £8 based on current market values. It is very important to note that price does not factor in your shipping, it doesn't factor in the protection of the cards, and also any fees for selling that you may have as well. So let's start off with the big one. Let's start off with the card everyone wants to get hold of. This card alone is going to drive a lot of sales of this product. People will be buying bulk of this product. They'll be buying as much as they can of this product for this one particular card. That card can only be the shiny VMAX Charizard card, the hardest card to get in the set, the highest odds of any card to get in the set, but also the one that when people open their packs, that is the one that they're hoping they're going to see. Last week on release day, I quoted the odds at the time were sitting at around 1 to 400 packs. Since then, we've had a lot more information. I just want to give a massive shout out to CardZard at the moment for coming up with this odds, putting it all together based on, I believe it was well over 1,000 packets. So it gives us quite a good picture of what we can expect from Shining Fates, or, you know, rough rarities. These aren't official. These have not came from Pokemon themselves. These are just came from contributors who have opened their packs, reported their results, and this is where this figure comes from. So by far the big one, the card everyone wants, shiny VMAX Charizard with a pull rate of 1 in 271 packs on average. That's not a guaranteed pull rate, that is on average what people have reported pulling Charizard, 1 packet in every 271 packets opened. On release day, this card was sold for £1,900, which is a crazy amount of money for a card day one. There's some starting to crop up that have already been graded. They've obviously went through the highest level of grading, which is a walkthrough service. I believe that is same day grading. Obviously mightily expensive, but then they can pretty much charge what they want for the card because they're the only one that has it graded. If you want to buy a shiny VMAX Charizard today, you can pick one up on the market somewhere like eBay for around £350. Just think about that for a second. Last week this card was valued at £1,900 on release day. It's now sitting available for about £350. Important to note, £350 isn't actually what the seller will receive. They'll still have to pay their shipping, they'll still have to pay their eBay fees. So realistically, you're looking closer to £300 for this card that was selling for £1,900. Again, you could probably say, well, you know what, you've got your fees in your £1,900, so it's probably about £1,700, sure. But that is more than £1,000 more for having a card a week early. I'm going to say a saying right now, and I know there's certain people that will probably hate me for saying it, but it pays to be patient. If you were willing to wait a week, in order to get that Charizard card, you could potentially save over £1,000. That is an astonishing amount of money for one individual card. Just to re-emphasise, a card last week selling for £1,900, now available for around £350, if not lower. That is a decrease of 81.57%. That is insane. First of all, I would never pay £2,000 for a card from a set that's just came out, especially one like Shining Fates. But the drop-off is incredible. 81% drop-off. That's unreal. In my time collecting Pokemon cards, for a week drop, I'm not aware of anything, or a chase card, should I say, being that substantial. If you think 1,900 for Charizard is worth it to you, then fair enough. But in reality, had this person waited a week, they would have 80% more of their money still in their pocket. So, if we move on to the next example, the first Shiny Volt card that we pulled here on this video, the Indeedee V card. Last week, we valued this card at around £12. If you were to buy this card just now on eBay, you could pick one up for about £5.50. That is under 50% of what the price was last week. Again, over 50% drop off from what that card was sitting at last week, which is just absolutely insane. Again, another big drop off. Okay, it's not as big as the Charizard, but the Charizard was a chase card. This isn't a chase card. This is just a standard card in the set. I don't think that it'll settle on this price. I think a lot of these cards will go lower. Some might go higher, but a lot of these are going to drop off even more. This is just the beginning of it. We've only had a limited amount of product released right now. There's a ton more in the way. They're pretty much guaranteed. If we just have a look at this Pokemon tweet as well, we are aware some fans are experiencing difficulties purchasing certain Pokemon trading card game products due to very high demand. In response, we are reprinting impacted products at maximum capacity to ensure more fans can enjoy the Pokemon trading card game. Take that for what you will. There will be certain sets that will be reprinted. There will be certain sets that aren't reprinted. All that I can take from this or glean from this is it says certain Pokemon trading card game products due to very high demand. Shining Fates is almost impossible to get hold of at retail price right now. You're really going to struggle to get this set at retail price. To me, that is very high demand. I could be wrong, a year down the line you might watch this video and think, you're an absolute idiot, you were wrong, you gave me the wrong information. Maybe that is the case. All I can base this on is the information I have in front of me and everything that's gone before. To me, this does not feel like a set that they're just going to stop printing. I don't think the plug pulls here. We have another 3 waves of this coming. At least another 3 waves. We don't know how big those waves are. There's a rumour second wave isn't going to be too much. Third wave potentially not even much. But look at Champion's Path. Going back to last year, I spoke about it again on this channel before. Last year, September last year, you wanted to get hold of a Champion's Path Elite Trainer box. You couldn't do it. If you want to get a Champion's Path Elite Trainer box just now, you can get one, and it's going to be a hell of a lot cheaper than it would have been last year. It's just unreal. It's like it pays to be patient. I know I'll keep saying it, but it genuinely does pay to be patient. If we move on to our next example now, Bonelby Shiny Volt. Last week we valued this card at £9. Now you can pick it up on the market for about £5.90. So again, a drop off of about 33%, just over that. Not the worst in terms of, the percentages of drops off, but it is, it's still substantial. So again, there's more supply of these things. They're available in the market. There's not a lot of them, but they are there. And as a result, the price comes down. Arctozolt Shiny Volt, last week we valued that card at about £8. You can now pick one up between 45. So potentially about 50% off the price of it from release date. Oranga Shiny Volt. Now this card I absolutely love. I've got this in my collection just now. I have no plan on selling any of these cards, in fact, but this in particular I'd say is one of my favourites from the Shiny Volt. Really glad I got it. Love the colours to it. Last week we valued that card at £9. Right now, you could probably pick one up for about £9 to £10, maybe slightly under. So that is, out of all the cards that we pulled last week, that is the one that has pretty much settled. It stayed the same. It's held its value, which is very good to see. It's important to note there's always going to be exceptions with this. There will be cards that maybe have went up in value since last week. There'll be cards that have maybe even dipped more. I don't think anything will decrease more than that Charizard at 82% decrease in price. But there will be cards that have lost value over the space of the 7 days. It pays to be patient. I'll say it again. Really, when it comes to sets like this, there's so many people rushing out to buy this thing. Everyone, and I get that. I really do get that. Everyone wants the cards. They want to be the first to have the cards. But the bottom line is that comes at a cost. And if you're like me, I've said it before, you work a full-time job, you have a limited amount of money to spend on this because this is a hobby. Make no mistake about it, this is, for all intents and purposes, a hobby to me. I enjoy collecting. It's, I get quite animated over it, as you can probably tell in this video. So just to kind of summarise now, if you're looking for Shining Fate product and you desperately want it, it's what you want, you want it, you really want it, then there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you paying inflated market prices, which I don't believe in, but there's nothing wrong with you paying a market price for a product that's still in print. The collectability side of this set, for me, is 4 or 5 years down the line. This is an Evolution style product to me. When Evolutions first came out, no one wanted to touch it. It was like the first actual reprint of the base set. It was the closest we've had to a base set reprint since base set 2. No one wanted to touch it because they didn't think there was anything collectible about it. They said, nope, there's nothing collectible about this. No one wants a reprint, a modern day reprint of the base set. No one wanted it. Fast forward 5-6 years, single packets of Evolutions are sitting between £25, maybe even £30 a packet. This was a set that just wasn't shifting at the time. All of a sudden it's became collectible. Obviously circumstances that influenced that. For me, this is a similar style product. Right now, we're still in the hype stage, very much so. People are buying this, they're buying it for prices above what it's actually worth. But over time, over the next year or so, this product is going to be widely available in my eyes. You're really not going to struggle to get hold of this. The collectability in the short term, or the market value of this product in the short term, can only decrease. There's no way it goes up. If you're sitting on 10 Shining Fates Elite Trainer boxes, I suggest to you get rid of them as soon as you can, because as soon as these waves start coming in, they're going to be sent at retail price for a very long time. I think, long term, this is probably a good investment, but that's long term, I'd be very surprised if, going by that tweet from Pokemon, that going into next year this product isn't widely available. I think it's, it will be widely available. I'm almost definitely certain on it. So, would I recommend anyone goes out and buy Shining Fate product? Sure, why not? If you've kind of had a look at the set, if you just want to sample the set perhaps, you can get it for a price that you feel comfortable paying for it, then sure, fair enough. But save your money. Don't pay overinflated prices. This thing is going to be as common as a Pidgey in Pokemon Go. It's just going to be absolutely everywhere. You're going to have no troubles finding this, so just kind of be a little bit patient. It pays to be patient, and hopefully over the course of this you can really get the products you're after. With that being said, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone that watched my previous video. That was a real surprise to see how many views I actually got. I didn't expect that whatsoever. So thank you everyone that did spend the time watching that, and I really do appreciate it. And hopefully going forward I can provide more content that hopefully helps people and gives people a rough idea of what to expect from these products, and also the market value or the value of the products. For now, thanks again for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please consider leaving a thumbs up or a subscribe, and comment down below your thoughts on what I've said here today. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Please do. I don't believe there's any wrong opinions here. I can only go on the information I have in front of me, and the information that I've taken from the way things have moved over the past week or so. I may be wrong. I could be completely wrong. This could be the greatest thing ever. This could be the greatest Pokemon set ever. Maybe I'm just biased towards Hidden Fates, hey? But, yeah. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. This is going to be around for a while yet. So, I wouldn't worry if you don't have it. Thanks again for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Really appreciate the support as always. Hopefully see you again soon. Bye for now.